Hello, gangsters. If you didn't know, I actually play a lot of competitive Dead by Daylight lately. I'm currently playing with Cynic in most of the major leagues like Dead by Daylight League, and I play with Cruelty in a lot of smaller events and ladders. I did some coaching for the first time a few days ago, and I was actually really proud of myself for kind of conveying the ideas and my thought processes and whatnot. I was accidentally recording because I was actually recording my annual Black Ops Zombies grind. If you know, the Zombies grind, like it comes once a year. But I'm glad I did record because it was actually really cool. I'm thinking about starting a coaching service too, so I'll put my Discord in the description. If anyone wants to discuss that or needs help with their gameplay, I'd totally be down for that. I'll also be putting Team PSR's Discord in the bio if you want to see how they're doing, because I've seen some really cool improvements already since we had a talk or whatever. All the regular links are below, Twitch, TikTok, my Discord, blah, blah, blah. But please ignore my voice in the video. I was kind of up for like a day, like 20 hours, and I was all tired and breathy. And
I honestly can't remember.
Thank you.
Better.
She just has my socks in her mouth. I think I'm 8.
If you need me to
That's
pause,
fine.
just tell me.
Right by main.
I'm 12.
This is Blight.
We're up 12
Right.
on the
Yeah.
hill.
I'm gonna just walk into main and go
Okay,
up.
the second you spawn into an S tier set, you should be identifying where the 4gen is.
He went 11.
So like whenever you spawn in, you need your deliverance player and another player to double wherever you think the 4gen is, and have Chase take it into wherever the 3gen is. In an S tier set, it doesn't matter if it's corrupt or not. You need to get the 4gen out of the way. So like right now, you should be calling out where gens are and saying like, oh, I don't know where gens are, but say like, oh, we have a gen 11, 1, 3 in main that are a 4gen, so we need to take Chase bottom left because there's only a gen 5 and 7. And so like he's not gonna be able to camp hook there. He's gonna need to be able to hold his 4gen.
Okay.
So like right away, everyone should be saying where they are and what gens they see. That should be the start of an S tier set for sure.
Okay.
11
Okay,
side.
he came straight, straight to 10.
Is he on you?
Gonna be.
He should be saying like he's
There's no way
11,
he's
going
gonna
mid
do
10,
that.
10. People should be calling like how many rushes that he has. Like if you see him going across the map, he's second rush, third rush. So then you know if you can play around a tile, because if he has 4 rushes coming in, he can use bump logic to play around a filler pretty easily. But if he only has 2 rushes left, you can probably pretty freely drop a pallet and then make another, because he's gonna have to walk you down. So like like when they're saying like is he on you, like that, like you need to be commenting, like yeah, he's on me, or like I'm gonna take a tag, because if you're gonna take a tag or you're gonna have a short chase, also your deliverance needs to know to set up for that chase already, because like your deliverance can't be found. So like if your deliverance is 6 right now, they need to start like rotating around the right side, because he said chase is 10, and like he already got tagged and I didn't hear the blight rushing. So like the blight's gonna have his rushes and it's probably gonna be a short chase is my guess. Especially since it's Ray, if he's playing right. So like
Makes sense.
yeah, so
I
like
think swing. Okay, so this game swing was our deli. So Dwight.
Yep.
And I think as soon as he's called it out, I do think swing started pathing like up here 11, 12-ish.
Yeah, and Flopper,
But-
you should just be calling like if you think you're gonna have a short chase, if you're at a safe tile, or like. But again, it should come down to the start of you guys saying where the 4gen is and kind of where he should be heading to, and you can just you can't be expected a long chase in S tier sets, so you should really just be using your exhaustion to get to where you need to die, which will be like where the least crowded gens are. So like you can get that 4gen out of the way, and the third player can be on another gen soloing, so you're still getting pressure when the first chase dies. Because most of the time you're not going to get the double out of the way, but you can at least. It just depends if they die in the right area, I would say. Like, but that should be your goal: doubling the first gen, having deli set up if when the chase is going to end, and another player on another gen, like probably within the 4gen.
So
I
is
didn't think
it
I died in the right area at all?
is it best to double the first gen, or is it best to like
In a-
spread pressure? Because
in
that's
a-
one
it's a
thing
pe-
we've been.
It depends on the killer, and it depends on the rule set too. Like in an S tier set, yeah, every time you want to double a gen that's open in the 4gen. Like a lot of the times, you're going to be corrupted with 3 gens, and then there's going to be a 4gen, or it's going to be a 3-1-3 split where there's a 3 gen, and a gen in the middle, or you're going to have all 4 gens on the opposite side. Like however it works, you want to find where the 4gen is, and whichever one is open, you make sure you take chase away from that gen pretty much, and like preferably into the 3 gen that's not a 4 gen.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I mean, I'm kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm like just like free brainstorming, you know. So like, but
No,
that's
no,
definitely-
this is helpful. This is helpful
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we don't really like think of things like that because we had some permanent damage done to us by because he was like, yeah, you never want to double gens.
No,
Which
see,
he
if
might have been talking about Ornrio, but
yeah, I mean, like if it's an M1 set, like if it's a weaker killer, most of the time you're gonna wanna spread pressure.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So like in an S tier set, you should expect short chases, so you should always be doubling a first gen. That's what I would say, at the very least.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna get on
shit,
Gem
dude.
I'm on main.
I'm at
12, 2 corrupt. There's a gen bottom mid. Yeah, try to get top right. Fuck.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well,
I'm towards me.
see, 12-2 and top mid, it sounds like a
On me.
4 gen. And it's then someone said die there. You know what I mean? It sounds like you got to do the opposite. Like if there's a gen 12 top mid 2, and then probably like I don't know if anyone called one upper left too, but like as based on that, it sounds like you want to die away from that. You know, those gens sound kind of tight.
Mm-hmm.
Or like plus right here, you know, I don't think you said that you were on main and then your teammate ran straight from their chase to main. So, but the gen didn't have much progress. You just got to die away from the active gens because now you all just have to reposition, and
Yeah.
he'll know where everyone is, or at least a few people are. Which you don't really want to give up.
He doesn't.
picking.
Mine's on
Yeah,
me, too.
he picks.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's cool.
So the hook should be calming where the blight's going, because you don't have any
Kicks
idea.
my
You hear him
gen.
kicking now. So like,
Mhm.
but like no one else knows. Like Lamb's off her gen. I don't know why. You know what I mean? She should just be sitting on her gen. She shouldn't be pressured because the hook should be calming where the blight is. She shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And like you should know if you should be stealthing or not. It's just like if I shut off my monitor, I should have an idea of where everybody is and what the blight is doing periodically. You know, like I'm on this gen. This gen is active. We're working for this gen. I'm rotating for save. The blight is here. 2 rushes, 3 rushes. You should constantly be calming. Like if you watch like if you guys watch Eternal or like even like in my community cup VOD, like we're like yelling at each other, like he's here, this is happening. You know, you should like it should like be a vivid image in your head almost.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's been like a weakness of our team for
Mm.
quite some time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's hard to get the hang of. It's a lot, like to communicate, and
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
it's also hard to not clutter comms, like because you don't want to if your teammate's trying to like coordinate who's getting on a gate or like if they're rotating, you don't want to just be yelling over them. You know, like here's the play, here's the play. Like you could just at least give enough info, you know, out, but like communicate with your teammates. Like you just always should be giving the info and not just like
Mhm.
yelling over each other because like we've even had teammates on this team that just come in and they're like stuttering like he's on me 9 not on, and it's like I don't need to know all that. Like it's like he's 9, he's committed 9. That's all you need to know. Committed 9. Maybe after a few seconds like still 9 going 10. Like say and then when he leaves your chase, when this is getting a little out there, but like you know when you're in chase and they're leaving your chase, one big thing I always see players not do is not saying where the killer is going. Like leaving, you say from 10 going top mid, from 10 going 7. You know what I mean? From 10 going 9.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
because then if you say leaving, like then again like Lamb maybe, you know, like leaving, okay, I have no idea where this guy's coming from already because like you said chase 9, 15 seconds pass by and then you said leaving, you know, and I don't know where that's from. You could have rotated down the map a little. He could be cutting me off from anywhere if I'm in a jungle gym or something. So like just make sure you're like always communicating again where the killer is and where they're going, thing like so your team knows. You should be able to like imagine it in your head.
Breaks door.
Pop corrupt.
Headed 3 side.
Okay, I'm gonna get back on my gen.
Hey, you get first unhook Tyro. I'm gonna work 5. Stay away from the action.
Oh, he's back.
He's on unhook. He's on unhook.
Do you need someone else?
Yeah, probably.
Wait, what happened to the Dell?
Deli is on swing. We wanted to fake Deli. So the goal here was for me to unhook and then immediately FTP, and then swing gets the Deli on the second unhook.
Yeah,
Just a-
it should definitely be the other way around because Deli is like
Okay.
Deli is like one of your priority perks. Like in regular rule sets, you only get deli and S tier sets. You know, no M1s, nothing like
Yeah.
that. And so like you rely on your deli. That's a big part of your game. And FDP is more of an anti-tunnel than a game plan, if that makes sense. So like deli is part of your game plan. You want to get deli off. It's part of the whole game. You need to get your deli. You need to get that trade. The deli needs to stealth until it's a safe trade, at least, at the very least, a safe trade. But your FTP is your second save, and when they're committed to the tunnel, that's when you FTP like in their face half the time, because like you want to get it off. I wouldn't say trade for the FTP all the time, but like a lot of the time you do want to. Even like it's just meant to keep your tunnel alive. That's all FTP is for. It's not like it's not a game plan. Like
Find a pallet. Just gonna pre-drop and run, I think.
Oh,
He's coming back to hook. All good.
Yep, back to hook.
yeah, like back from
can
top
double
mid,
with you,
like just
Tara.
there, like
Yeah.
that, just like little things, or like second rush, third rush, like you see him, you see him right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm close.
Okay.
I'm by the main gen.
If you want to go, Tara, I'll get back on my gen since it's got the
I'll
most
go, I'll
progress
go.
here.
It's gonna have to
Okay,
be
you better hurry.
like
It's
You
gonna
better
be
hurry.
now.
right now.
I'm running for it now. Alright.
I'm here.
Grab.
That works. Okay.
Okay, you just don't need to double save in the face of an S tier. The giving those tags is so important. Like I think at this point, if you just want to, you'd probably just split gens across map. I would say like have someone work at Gen 5. I don't know where Lamb is because like they haven't really said, to be honest.
7.
Okay, so Lamb 7, have someone work 5, have someone work 11, and have Lamb on 7. And if he commits anywhere, if he goes 3 or 4 rushes and fatigues, like your teammate should be able to rotate. Like if he rushes 4 and fatigues with I'm at 5 with 4 rushes or whatever, then the person that's working 11 can probably come in and get the pull because he's just gonna have to walk back. So like you can just keep pressure across map. Now he's going to be in a position where everyone's going to be injured and he has a tunnel out, and then you're going to go into the 3v1, which is basically a whole different game. You need to be 3-man healthy for a 3v1 in an S tier. So.
And I think me getting injured here did like, so you'll see like later on, but this was huge in the way that this game ended.
And
so.
it doesn't feel that way like going into a game. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's a tag, but it totally snowballs the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on 11.
Okay, I'm running the backside of the. Oh, there's a pallet here.
Let's go.
Do it again.
Headed back towards 10.
Stay top side
Push
for the
back
moment.
this way.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
So like here, I probably should not have ever touched this gen. I probably should have went back to that gen.
If Chase was intended to go topside, then yeah, you should probably set up with. I would say go meet up with Lamb, who's about to pop her gen, and then get reset. So then you can set up for the FTP.
Yeah.
So then you can get FTP. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm just gonna leave 10. Yeah.
Jesus, dude. I got DS.
Nice.
Nice.
Really good.
Okay, that was a little bit late. It's like
Lamb, try to
it
work
seemed like nobody knew you had DS and it was just happening. But you know, like you should be thinking.
Oh, we
in your-
did, but
Yeah, yeah,
in
it's
the heat of
like-
the moment.
Yeah, okay. Like I was just like you should be planning like this is our DS. Like you probably want to run it with I would say either balanced. You could really run it with most exhaustions, but you just want to die with your DS in a position where you can use your exhaustion. Like if you have Lithe, die next to a window with DS and then use it, and then pretty much die where you need to. Or if you're Death Hook, your teammate should be playing for your death, which is kind of what we're gonna get into. When Flopper's about to die, but like when you have DS, your team should know, and you should just be dying. Like if you have Lithe, die at a window, so then you're sure you can continue your chase with that 3 seconds, or a hill with balance. Just. Like, yeah.
Now you should stay left side, Bob.
Okay.
Yep.
Going up to 1 then.
Okay, yeah, like if a 7 popped or whatever, that's good. Like you probably do want chase like bottom left, because like active gen should start getting top right because you haven't worked there. So like, yeah.
I think he gets me here. Yep.
All
Got a
good.
pallet though.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
fine. Nah,
You take it. That's fine. You take that. You take that actually, because I need to go.
He
for
swung down to the pallet.
Where are you at, Tyreek? We
And-
probably need to heal you.
I'm
Here
middle.
Now.
Hey,
Main.
you're like mid 9, I think. It's a
Let's
little
get behind us from
pixely,
here.
but I can't really tell.
Oh,
Yeah, this
oh,
is
oh my
rough.
God! Wait, things are happening. Things are about to happen. Okay, so your hook should be calming. You know he's rushing left side, and like that was a little bit like more miscoms than your
Yeah.
fault. I feel like
I got the blast mine.
Yeah, because like getting hit by travel rushes against a blight
It's
is like
comms. It's comms. Like your teammates
Yeah.
should be calming where they're rushing. You know, 3, 4 rushes, so then you
Mhm.
know what you can play for. But like, you should never get hit by a travel rush ever. The blight should travel and then take chase with you always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be popping it.
On
you.
me.
How'd you go for saving?
So you should say on me 10.
Going back. Going back.
See, and then 10 top
Yeah, you're
mid
right.
for like 4th
Mhm.
rush going top mid.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just
This is helpful. I never even like thought.
Okay, where you at, Tyro? He's pushing me off. You might die flop because I don't think we can get to you. Fuck, I don't know what to do.
All good, I think.
Just-
I might be able to come over, but
yeah. So you should be reset for FTP. But like now is when you would want to double save. You can't have a death yet. Like you should always prevent the tunnel out. That's your #1 priority until you're in
Yeah.
a 3v1. Until it's unsavable, then you should probably, if you foresee it being unsavable, you should start setting up for the 3v1, which is everyone being healthy, maybe having deliverance procced, you know, so that when they get like one person, it's like kind of like everyone's healthy. A lot of the times you'll have like one person with their inner kind of up. So if they take a tag, their deliverance is up. So like, so people, you can still get gens done. You're not going to lose in the 3v1, you know,
Yeah.
like, so like, yeah, right now, this person needs to get saved. Like, I don't know if they get saved or not, but this person needs to get saved. And the second they're saved, like, you really should be, like, juking for the person. Like, and us comp players call it, like, you need to be juking for them. Like, they need to die on pallets, and you need to get the pallet saved for them. Or, like, literally, if you're in a rule set like this, I don't know if this is, like, Tofu rule set, but you should have, like, background player.
This
like,
is DBD League.
Okay, yeah, then this is like a real rule set, yeah. So like you should just be dying on pallets. Like that's what we'd do on Cynic. This is an S tier death hook. If we can die on pallet, unless we know we can have a good chase. Unless this is like DS DH off hook and we know we're gonna have a good chase and we have like a good 3 split right now. But like other than that, this person needs to be like saved. So like they should be preparing to like die on pallets. I wouldn't say take hits, but just constantly have pressure on this player, at least like the FTP off of hook, and then still after that have a new healthy player come in and look for pallet saves and things like that. And it sounds like stupid. It sounds like, you know, you're just like going for pallet saves, but it's literally what you should do. You should just do anything you can to prevent the tunnel out. Like SB ideally should be lurking with SB so they can get the pallet save like from wherever they need to. So it's just like one big strategy to keep tunnel outs that we like always use.
He's kind of distracted me, but fuck. Yeah.
I don't.
Hey, girls.
Yeah, at this point, Lamb was like across the map, and then I was injured, so this is just we wound up
Yeah.
just giving this.
Yeah, so
I
there's
was. Yeah, he's going back. As he was rushing back towards Hook, I was halfway there, and I think what the main reason Flop died was because I didn't just trade for it.
yeah. I mean,
I decommitted because I saw him coming back.
a good killer, if it's just you and the killer at the hook, they're not gonna let you get it. If they let you get it, they fucked up. There's no ifs, ands, or
Well,
buts about it.
he
like,
was a couple rushes in, and I seen him coming back maybe like 3rd, 4th rush, and I
from where? Like,
wasn't-
like where were you and where was
I was probably like 9,
he? Okay.
and he was rushing from Tyro at 7
Okay.
up to me.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
kind of see it.
Yeah, and I thought that he was just going to go straight back. I thought he wasn't even going to hit me, so I just bailed.
Is the
I guess I should have just rested for the hit.
oh, if he hit you with his rushes and then you
Yeah,
oh yeah, then you just gotta trade for it for sure. Yeah, you gotta
yeah,
keep
but
them
I
alive,
didn't think.
yeah.
I thought he was just going to go right past me and just sit on the hook. So
Yeah.
I just turned around,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah, I
that was
get
the
it.
mistake of this game.
Yeah, like I said, like your priority needs to be like to keep them, and then if they come off hook and it's like even if no one can lurk for them and they're immediately about to die, like you at least you got them. Like just like then you and Tyro should just reset like over by 9 or 7 or
Yeah, and I did realize that like one flop went down the second time, but I think I got to it too late because I was like, "Oh, Lamb, you work on this. I need to find Tyro so you can get 4th people ready."
Yeah.
But then he rushed
Yeah.
right towards him injured, and yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
you're going
know.
second.
Time.
Yeah, he's going back.
You said mid.
Just working. I can reset myself. Tyre, you keep working.
I'm going Glen.
Sorry, Flop, I tried. I was trying to get there.
Yeah, so this
It's
is
tough because he can
this
like
is
pressure
bad.
so much of the map. at
You don't
one
have
time.
deliverance up, right? I don't.
7 right now?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
This
so-
would be a 4K at like 2 probably.
Yeah, like this is really easily 4K, but you guys are basically
So be
naked.
on me,
Like you
and then
guys are
get
just
up.
like sitting ducks. You have like, and no one, there's no like
Yeah.
real
I'm gonna get
plan.
that
Like
gem.
right now, ideally, if you were in the situation, like, where's like one?
Lime is one
She-
right over here.
Yeah.
I'm running.
I think we
So
have
what
different
happens
clocks.
is I run to Lamb and we reset.
Hmm.
After. Oh wait, no, I skipped too far back. So yeah, I run up here, we reset, and then he
Yeah.
comes up here.
Like if we were scrimming this, we would have DC'd. You know what I mean? Like if our
Yeah,
team was
yeah.
scrimming this, we would have been like, go next. Like this is, like you just gotta like try to split the pressure, and then like if a gen's about to pop, the only thing you can
Mhm.
really do is to at least guarantee 4K2. Like have the player that's not popping that gen really close to hook. So like even if he downs him, you guys just get that gen and like get as many as you can.
Mhm.
Because other than like UB, there's not really much left.
Because what happens here is like it's just like the slug train starts, you know.
Yeah,
you-
right.
You start trading slugs and then 4K3.
Right.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Because like once you get in that 3v1, it's a completely different game. You need to be healthy and you need to be like split and prepared.